Welcome again to Thinking on Your Feet Mathematics. This is just a quick introduction to let you know why we're doing and the activities that we're doing. Today we will be welcoming a new student, Ingi. She's only 6 years old and she wanted to be part of our group. And I know she's a little bit younger, and that's going to be a real challenge, but it does kind of make the group into 6, so that allows us to work in pairs at times. And that's kind of the way life goes. Often when we're working in a class setting, our students will be gone, somebody will get sick, a new student will come in, and they won't be as familiar with the things that we're learning. And so the other students need to take that time out and help that person. And I always say that's one of the greatest qualities that we can teach a child, is that they are learning all these things in order to help others, not just for themselves. And just like their teacher, they're there to help others learn the concepts. So that's something to aspire to rather than just working for themselves. One of the problems that I'm finding just by videotaping is that I always want to facilitate things to go quickly. I want to show on the camera, okay, this is the next thing, because it is quite slow. But when you do that, you really miss that aha moment for the kids, where they kind of working it out for themselves and they think through it and then, oh, okay, now I get it. And so I sort of have to balance it out. It's a little bit difficult on how to give them that time and yet make it interesting for the filming and make it interesting for the other kids. So I'm sure every teacher has to go through that difficulty, and we will too. Just a heads up, probably not today, but in future weeks we'll be using some writing. And I always really like to use square paper. Okay, I think it's not smart to let the kids write on lines. They're all over the place. What the squares allow, and this is quad rule 100 sheets, so it's 4 squares per inch. It allows the children to put one number per square. If it's a plus or a minus, that gives a square. And so it allows things to be very organized. Later on, when they'll be adding and subtracting in lines or multiplying, everything has a square in it, and it just makes it really easy, instead of being all over the place, numbers going this way and that way. So the square paper really helps to organize the children's work. I'll have to make some available. I just thought I'd give a heads up if people are following the program, that you need to think about getting some workbooks for the kids with square or quad ruling lines rather than lines that are just straight. We have a lot to catch up on. How do we teach children? We're just in a year of COVID, and many kids, I know in our school, many kids had very little contact with the school, and they're going to be way behind. They have a whole year to catch up. And so I think this program can be a really good opportunity to help with that catch up, because we can't just push the kids and doing so much more. We have to bring it at a higher quality, and we have to provide the information in such a way that they can grasp the information and get the basics so that they can move on with their grades. How far will this go? Tell you the truth, I don't know. Hopefully we'll be able to continue, and maybe we can do this for a whole year, and then we'll see what, how far did we go? What were the mistakes we made? How can we make it work? So it's a whole new concept, a whole new idea, and we're going to have a lot of fun, and hopefully the kids will learn and enjoy it too. So for our warm-up activity today, just to start off, we always have a warm-up, then we work with the rods, then we'll try and do an application. So for our warm-up, we're going to play a game that we called Gunslinger. I don't know what the actual name of it. Tiki is going to describe it for us at the beginning of the video, and she plays it with her sisters, and it's a lot of fun. You got to think on your feet really quick, and we'll find out all about that, and I'll let her describe that. Then we'll be reviewing a little bit of adding and subtracting trains and going through pluses and minus commutative property, so it doesn't matter which number we add first. 3 plus 5 is the same as 5 plus 3. Then we'll be using whites to cover the blocks, and that will give us an opportunity to find out what each one is worth. So instead of just having a red is worth 2 whites, and so on and so on. We'll be using sentences for that, and then we'll also be covering them with whites, with other colors, and we're going to be covering them with reds, with greens, so to kind of get the idea of what these are worth. Then we will be making trains of one color equivalents, so 3 of red make dark green. How many times how many yellows into an orange, that kind of thing. So trains of one type of color, and we'll just be emphasizing the of, which means multiplication. Then we will be using combinations of trains. So how many combinations of trains can an orange make? So an orange, and we're using only 2 trains, so an orange will be a white and a blue. But how many different combinations can we make in that? And we're going to find out and kind of explore that with the kids to kind of get the idea that there's only so many combinations, and if I know these combinations, it's pretty straightforward and they don't change. Then we're going to look at some transformations. So for example, if I add a red, a green, and a green, it is the same as a green, and a red. Very straightforward. And we're going to finish off our session with some practical math, just on your feet, so they have to think in their heads, and I'm going to call out some practical questions. So 3 of red plus this minus that. Maybe we'll talk about coins. I want to hang 10 pictures and I have 3. How many more do I need? And or things like, okay, we're playing football. We gained 3 yards, and how many yards do we have to gain now in order to get our first down? So very practical things that the kids always hear about, and is very practical to their life. We're going to finish off with doing some measuring, just using some. We can use rulers. Kids are all very familiar with rulers, but these are a little bit different type of rulers. I brought in some carpenter's squares, some small ones and some big ones, and I want the kids to measure not only the rods, but we'll be finding some objects around that they can measure. And we'll talk about, if I need to cut a piece of wood that is going to cover this, how much do I need to cut off of it if it's this and this long, and so very, very practical things, so that they get familiar. They're not scared of these things. We've got some measuring tapes, how to measure it now. Some of them are in inches. I think today we'll probably stick with just using centimeters, because the rods are in centimeters. But in our country, we need to be very familiar with both, and especially when it comes to measuring sizes of things, people talk about feet and inches. So we'll be doing that, and we'll finish off with some fun games of using some smart balls, which is just a racket ball really, but I call them smart balls, and it encourages the kids to think, and we'll be using our bodies and doing some counting at the same time. So that's today's lesson, and I hope you'll enjoy that, and also use it with your kids. Hopefully we can have a lot of fun, and we can learn together how better to teach the kids and make math an exciting thing rather than something that they dread. So. Hi there, welcome to Thinking on Your Feet Mathematics. We're just going to ask the kids what their favorite thing was that they did this week, and we have a new student, Ingi, who's going to introduce herself. So we'll start with Tiki over here.
My favorite thing to do this week was make my horse Brago bow.
My favorite thing to do this week was build a fort and ride my horse.
My favorite thing to do this week was ride my horse Echo around the farm.
My favorite thing to do this week is ride our horse Boo.
My favorite thing to do this week was ride our horse Willow.
Hi, I'm Ingrid. I was born on December 20th, 2014. And my favorite thing to do is play Barbies with my sisters.
So there's 4 moves, and the point of the game is to shoot your opponent. So the first move is you slap your thighs twice. 1, 2. The next move is shield, and you go like this, and you go 1, 2. The next move is loading, so you go 1, 2. And the 4th move is when you go 1, 2. So then it's shooting. So every time you do another move, you always have to come back to this. So if I start off, I go 1, 2, and then I can't go to this, I have to go back to here. So you can't shoot without bullets.
Okay, and I'm dead. I got killed.
1, 2. You have to go faster. What?
Hey, this is not paying attention.
You only do it twice. 1, 2. You're going 1, 2, 3, 4. Once. 1, 2. You're dead. Oh, don't just shoot if I'm shooting. What you want. Okay? Wait a minute. I don't think I.
As you can see, it's a difficult game. You have to keep rhythm and you have to be thinking ahead. So to some of them, this is a new game and they struggled with it. But as we keep practicing, they'll get it and it's a lot of fun. So I'm sure they'll go home tonight and they'll keep practicing with each other and have a good time with it. So we're going to move on now to our Cuisenaire rods. Red and purple is the same as what?
Dark green.
Dark green.
Okay. Red and purple is the same as what?
Green.
Dark green. You have it, Moses? Solomon? Good. Okay. Let's do yellow and purple.
It's blue. I blue.
Yellow and purple.
Sorry,
It's the same as
blue.
blue. Yellow and purple. Okay. Let's do black and red.
Blue.
Okay. Black and red is the same as blue. Black and red is the same as blue. Okay, so now if I say, now I say black and red. What is black and red? Is it the same?
Yes.
Okay, let's try another one. See if that works. Okay, purple and light green.
Light green is 7. 8.
Black.
Purple. Just wait till everybody gets it. Purple and light green is the same as
Black.
and is light green and purple the same? Yeah. So it doesn't matter which one we say first. You can see here with Moses has it. If I take purple and green, it's the same as green and purple. Can you guys remember that?
Yes.
So you can see it doesn't really matter, right? So it's the same thing because they're always the same length. They don't change if I do this one first or this one first, right? Very simple, okay? But we have to remember that. Okay, now we are going to take, I want you to take a a light green, and I want you to cover it with whites.
Wow, and people are gonna
So how many whites to make light green?
Three.
Three. So we can say 3 of white make green. Okay.
make green.
Okay. So how many of white makes yellow?
5.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see it. Moses, how many whites will cover? 5. Okay, how many, Solomon?
5.
Okay, so we learned that this is the same as 5 whites.
Yeah.
Right? So that's how much there's in this. If we cut it up into this size of whites, it would be 5. So we can always remember that. How about red? How many whites go into red?
2.
Red.
2.
Okay, 2. So now we know how many. Okay, so let's build a staircase quick from white to orange. Good. So now we know how much the red is and the green. So let's count, instead of counting by colors, let's count by numbers. Start at the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And how many whites go into this one?
10.
How many whites go into this one?
9.
9. How many whites go into this one?
6.
6. How many whites go into this one?
8.
How many whites go into this one?
3.
How many whites go into this one?
5.
How many into this one?
8.
How many this one?
10.
Okay, so you guys ready? We're gonna go quick now. Are you ready, Aksa? Are you ready, Tiki?
Yes.
And
10. 7. 8. 5. 9. 6. 4. 10. 8.
okay, pretty good. Okay, we can move on. Okay, I want you to take a dark green now.
Mine is drawn.
Okay, and I want you to cover it with red.
Three red.
3.
Okay, everybody got that?
Yes.
Let's wait. We'll just wait for Aksa here. 3 red make green.
Go like that.
Okay. Good. Okay, 3 red make dark green. Okay. Okay. If I take 3 of light green, what is that the same as?
Blue.
Okay, build it for me. Go, put it down. Just keep the one in front of you. Move everything out in front of you except for what we're building. So 3 light green make blue. Okay, 3 light green make blue. Okay, 2 purple make.
2 brown. Sorry.
Okay, let's build it quick. Okay. 4 reds make.
8. Yeah. 8. Brown. Keep on saying.
How many reds?
4 reds make.
8.
Make
Brown.
brown.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, and brown is the same as 8. So let's make a sentence with this. So what do we have?
We have 8.
4 red make brown.
Eight.
Okay, so I want everybody to make a sentence now. Can you give me a sentence, Ingy?
4 reds make a brown.
Good. Okay. So when I say 4 reds, I mean 4 of red make a brown. Okay? Moses, can you give me a sentence?
4 of red make brown.
Okay. Can you give me a sentence?
4 red make brown.
Okay. So now I could also say if I take a brown and I cut it into 4 equal parts, how big is each part?
Two.
Red. Okay. So there's different ways of saying it, okay? So let's take 3 of white.
Equals 3.
Light green.
3 of white make
Light
green. Okay. And then when we do mathematics, a quicker way of saying that, instead of saying of, we just use the word times. Okay? So we say 3 times the white make green. Okay, I could also say 3 of white.
No, 3 times what?
I can say 3 times white. Okay? So let's take 2 of yellow.
Makes orange.
2 of yellow.
10 is 5.
Okay?
Home.
Axa, can you give me a sentence?
2 of yellow make orange.
Very good. Tiki, can you give me a sentence?
2 yellow make orange.
Okay. And can you give me can Solomon, can you give me a sentence with times?
5 times 2 equals orange.
Good. Okay, and how much is orange?
A
10.
10.
10. Good. Okay, let's take 3 of green, of light green.
Blue.
3 of green makes?
Blue.
Blue. Okay, Token, can you give me a sentence?
3 green make blue.
Good. Okay. Ingy, can you give me a sentence?
3 green make a blue.
Good. Can you use the word times now? 3 of what?
Green
Makes.
blue.
And now I can say 3 times green makes blue. Can you say that?
3 times
What color is that?
green makes a blue.
That's right. That's right. So it doesn't matter if you say of or times. It's exactly the same thing. Can you give me a sentence with times?
3 times green make blue.
Good. Okay. And Solomon, if I were to cut my blue into 3 equal parts, what size would each part be?
A 3. A green. A light green.
Okay. So this is a little bit new, but I take blue and I divide it by 3, right? And how many?
So 9
many-
divide 3 is 3.
That's right. 9 divided by 3 is 3. So we'll work
It is
on
the
that.
opposite.
It's exactly the opposite of times. And so we'll work on that a little bit more. But first, I want you to take a dark green. Okay? Now, we are going to build trains made of 2 pieces. And I want to see what 2 sizes, what 2 colors
Light
can
green,
we
light
use
green.
to make dark
Light
green.
green.
Light green.
Okay, light green and what?
Light green.
And
Dark green.
light green and dark green? No.
Light green and red.
Light green and red make? No, it's a little
Light
bit-
green and light green.
Light green and light green.
light green and light green. What else? Is that the only one?
No.
Yeah.
3 reds.
3 reds.
Oh, you can use 3 reds, okay. Okay, but we just wanted a train of 2, okay? So, let's take a brown, okay? And let's find a train of 2 that we can make brown with.
Purple.
Purple, okay. So purple and purple
Make brown.
make brown. Is there anything else that we could use?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, let's see. What if I took a
Red.
yellow? Could I make a brown?
Yeah, with the 3.
4 reds can make it.
5 and, yellow and light green. Yeah, yellow and light green.
Okay, what else?
Green.
Yellow and light green.
And
Good. Is there any other combination?
dark green
Yeah.
and red. And
Red.
4 reds.
4 reds.
Dark green
Dark green and what?
and red.
A dark green
Green and red. Okay.
And
Anything
6
else?
and a 2. 6 and a dark green and 2.
A black and a white.
A black and a white. Good.
A red, purple and 2 reds.
A purple and what? But
Two
one.
reds.
Oh, we only want to. No, not 2 reds. A purple and a.
Purple.
A purple and a purple. Is there any more?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think that's it. A purple and a purple. Can you pass me a purple? Do you see that? There's only so many combinations, right? So how many combinations do we have of 2? How many trains that we can build to make the same as brown?
5. 5.
How many? We got 1 train, 2 trains, 3 trains, and 4 trains. Okay? You got that? Okay, so let's say a sentence. Okay? Can somebody? Okay, make sure you build all your 5 trains, Ingy. Build all your 5 trains, just like mine. Yellow, we want to use yellow and what? Yellow and green. We want to use dark green and red. And one other one. One other one. Try and use a white. What is going to be the same, the other side of the train? Very good. Did everybody get that?
Yeah. So basically, all the
everybody-
ones underneath 8 can make it.
All the ones that are smaller than 8,
can
you can always find one to make it. So let's go back to our last one. We said only green and green, but we didn't get the whole answer. We went this. How is there another combination we can find?
Yeah.
Can you guys try it?
4 and 2. Or
What?
sorry, purple and red.
Purple and
Purple and
red.
red.
Right, we missed that. Purple and red, right?
And yellow and white.
And yellow and white. You guys see that?
Yeah.
So, how many combinations do we have?
5.
3 there, right? 3 other than the green. And for this one, so the bigger the number gets, the more we're gonna find combinations, right? So, let's try black. How many are we gonna find for black?
Yellow and red.
Yellow and red.
Purple
Okay.
and light green. Dark green and white. And that's it.
Okay. Okay, so how many do you have, Tiki? How many combinations?
3.
Only 3. Okay, so it's the same as for the dark green, the black, but then when we get to the next number, then it goes up 1. Okay? So, very good. Now I want everybody to give me a sentence of one of the colors, but try not to give the same one that the last person. Here, Moses, you can use mine because you cleared yours up. Okay? Are you ready? Let's start with Ingy. Give me one sentence.
Okay.
Right here. Give me a sentence.
A purple and a purple makes a brown.
Very good. Okay, can you give me a different sentence? Token, can you give me a different sentence? Other than a purple and a purple? Well, we are doing the brown right now. So try to clear all the other ones that we're not using. Okay?
Okay.
Careful.
4 reds make a brown.
Okay, well, we just want 2 different colors right now. So take the red one out. And then give me a sentence with 2 colors.
A yellow and a green make brown.
Good. A yellow and a green make brown. Okay, Tiki, do you have another one?
Yes. A black and a white make brown.
A black and a white make brown. Okay. And
Dark green and red make brown.
good. Okay. Can somebody give me a different sentence, not with plus, but to cover or to take away. Can you try that, Solomon?
Okay. 8 subtract 2 is dark green.
Okay, good. Okay, do you want to try it? So, you see if you can do a takeaway, Moses? So if I have brown and I take away any of this or I cover it, what do I have left?
4.
Okay, you have purple left, right. Okay, watch over here, Ingy. So I'm going to take these ones that we've been built, okay, and I take brown. Are you watching, Ingy?
Yeah.
And I cover it with yellow. What do I have left?
Green.
Light green. Very good. Token, if I take brown and I cover it with light green, what do I have left?
Yellow.
Yellow. So we can say brown, take away 3 is?
Yellow.
That's right, it's yellow. So there's a lot of ways to make sentences, right? Very good. Now I want to show you guys one more thing before we quit today, okay? Now, we're going to do 3 and 3 and red. What is that the same as?
I know.
8.
What?
Brown.
8 brown. Okay. Now I go like this and I take away, watch me. And I take away the red on this side.
You have dark green.
And then I push this over. What do I need to add to make it the same as
Red.
Red. Okay. So it doesn't matter which way I put these together. Are they always going to be the same length?
Yes.
That's right. So if I have 3 numbers or 4 numbers or 5 numbers that I'm just adding together, it doesn't matter what the order is. You guys understand that? Okay, good. So to finish off, we're going to do some questions. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so I want you to build it. Okay, so put all the rods away. Okay.
It's like a ocean of colors.
Okay. Let's try an easy one to start off.
Nope.
Solomon went to get eggs out of the barn. In his basket, he put 3 eggs. And then he looked around the corner and he found 3 more eggs. And then he looked under one hen and he found 2 more eggs. Okay? Everybody got that?
Eggs. Yeah.
Okay. And then as he was walking home, he tripped and 4 eggs broke. Can you build that?
I'm sad.
4 eggs broke.
There's 4 left.
How many
4 left.
does he have left?
4.
Purple left.
Okay. Okay. So let's build it. What did we say? We had 3 eggs, and 2 eggs, right? And then we covered it with 2. We don't have to put a brown. We could say that's brown, but we don't even have to. And we just start covering. So it doesn't matter. Remember what order? As long as all my broken eggs are all together on top. And it doesn't matter if I go like this, remember? Which ones I go first. As long as I'm adding them all together. Then how many do I have left?
4.
4 or purple. Very good. Okay. Let's do our next question. Okay. Token is checking her pockets for coins. Okay. In one pocket, she found 5 coins.
That's a lot.
Okay. And then she looked in her jacket pocket and she found 4 coins. But she had to give 6 coins to her sister. So how many does she have left?
Light green.
Light green.
Light green. Okay. You guys got that?
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're going to get a little bit trickier. Okay? I want to hang some pictures on this wall.
Mhm.
And Oma wants 10 pictures. Okay? Oma wants 10 pictures on the wall. And you looked through and you found that you had 3 pictures already. How many more do you need if you want to cover the whole wall in 10 pictures?
7. 7.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Okay, very good. Okay, let's try it again. This time, Oma wants 9 pictures. Okay, and you find 2 pictures downstairs, and you find 3 pictures in your room, and your mom gives you a picture. How many do you still need?
3. For a purple.
So I have 7 pictures. You need 3 more.
But how many did Oma want in the first place?
She wanted 9.
She wanted 9 this time. Moses, look at that. You've got 10 on the bottom. You've got to use this and then put them on top.
3.
So how many do you still need?
3.
3. Okay, good. Okay. So as long as we put all the ones that we find to cover what we need, we put them on top, and we have this one on bottom, we'll get the right answer. But it was blue that we started with. So we want blue. Okay, so how many more do we need, Tiki?
3.
Okay, we had how many?
3.
We had
2.
3, and then 2, and then 1, and what's left?
3.
3. Okay, very good. So last question.
Can you do an easier one?
Can I do an easier one?
No.
Okay, was that too hard? Okay. Okay.
Harder.
Okay. We are playing football.
Okay.
And in football, you always have to get 10 yards to get the first down. So we need 10 yards. Okay? And Moses is a very good quarterback. And he gives the ball to Solomon. And Solomon runs. But he gets tackled right away. And he gets only 2 yards. How many yards do they still have to get the next time to get a first down?
8.
Try it. Build it. Brown. Okay, Moses, try not to look at him too much. Try to sit down and try to think by yourself without looking at Solomon. Okay? Okay? Everybody got that?
Yep.
Aksa, did you get that? So let's try it again.
Start with the hard one.
Now the other team, Tiki is the quarterback, and she throws the ball to Token, and Token catches it, but she trips, and she gets 9 yards.
Oh.
Okay? Now, you guys got that?
Yeah.
Okay, but the referee blows the whistle, and he says, there's a penalty on the play, and you lose 5 yards. Together. You need to get 10 yards. She threw the ball, and she got 9 yards. Right? But then there was a penalty. Right?
What's a penalty?
A penalty is when they take away yards, because you did something wrong. And they take away from the 9 yards, we're going to cover.
5.
So how far did Token get? Only.
4.
She only got 4. Very good, Aksa. That was excellent. She only got 4. So on the next try, how many do they still need to get 10?
5.
No.
Oh.
Look at, they got 4.
6.
And they need 6. Wow, that was, I can see you guys, just steam coming out of your heads. Right? That was very good. Aksa is going upstairs. And she's jumping up the stairs. And she jumps up red. Then she jumps up green. Then she jumps up
Wait, light green or
light green. Yep, light green, sorry. She jumped up red, then light green, and then she jumped a big jump. She jumped up yellow. How many stairs did she go up all together?
10, 11, 10, 10.
So let's build it. Okay, see if we can remember.
11.
She went
blue.
red, then light green,
Then yellow.
then yellow. How many?
10.
How many is it?
10.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do one more. Okay? This time, you don't have to close your eyes. Just don't touch anything. Put your hands together. You can close your eyes if you want to, but you can look at the rods if you want to. Okay. This time, we are jumping outside, and Token is jumping, and she is going to jump 3 times forwards, and then she's going to jump another 3 times, and then she's going to jump 2 times. How many times, just put up your hand, how many times did she jump all together? Does anybody have it?
Yeah. How much did I jump for?
You jump 3 times, then 3 times, and then 2 times.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
Okay, now you can build it. If you need to build it, you can build it. She jumped brown times. Very good. 8 times. Very good. Good job, Ingy. All right, so we're going to move on. Just leave the rods where they are. So this is a measuring tape. Okay? So now, when I'm measuring, do you see these little ones here? Now, these measuring tapes have imperial and metric. Our rods are in metric, okay? So when I measure this rod with the measuring, do you see how it's 10?
Yeah.
Okay, when I use the blue, it's going to be 9. Because 1 centimeter is the same as this. This is 1 centimeter, okay? So if I measure with my ruler the yellow, how much? 5. Okay. So pretty straightforward, okay? So now I'm gonna measure this box, okay? And this box is gonna be more than 10. How big is the box? Now we're just gonna round it up to about there. So how much is it? About? 6, but it's also got a 10 before. Now we haven't gotten that high yet. So how much is it then?
I can't see.
A 10 and a 6.
16.
16. Can you build 16?
10 and a 6.
Can you build 16? So that's pretty tough, but pretty straightforward, right? So if I was to hold up this, right, it's 16. But I can also use a measuring tape. That makes it easier. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Now, and I want this piece of wood, right, to fit in here. So what would I do?
You would cut it.
I'll cut it. And so how am I going to know where to cut it?
I would go
16.
and then I would cut it.
Make a mark.
Right.
Pencil.
And you make a mark, and then you cut it. That's right. Okay. Very good. Okay, now I want everybody to measure with the rods how tall this box is.
Let's try.
Orange.
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 That's right here.
Okay, so now we're going to measure how. This is going to be our length this way. Can everybody measure how long the box is?
16.
16 about? Okay, it's not exact, but it's about 16. Okay, can we measure it this way? See if there's a difference.
It's 15. I did it already. Yeah, it's 15.
Is it
No,
15?
that's 14. 14.
I don't think it is.
14?
It basically is. Yeah. 15's a bit too long. 15, I think, is this way. 15's too long. Yeah,
15. No, it's about. Okay? So, how big is this box? It is 10
Yeah.
up and down by 15 by 16. Okay. Very good. Everybody quietly to measure how long my piece of wood is with the orange and with whatever else.
Brown.
38.
38. So how many oranges?
30.
So we got 10,
That's
20, 30, and 8.
This is
Okay? So
10, 20, 30.
can somebody measure with this? How much is it? 30 and 38. So using the measuring tape, instead of having all my rods with me and piling them up, we use a measuring tape. That makes it pretty easy, right? Okay, we're gonna measure one more object. Can everybody tell me how tall this is? Don't tell anybody. Okay, put up your hand if you know. Okay, Ingy, how many orange ones? 2 orange and a brown. So if I have orange is how many?
10.
And then 10 more is 20, and 8 is 28. Tiki, do you want to check it to see, make sure it's 28 with 28?
Yep.
Did we get it right? We're just going to play a simple game of drop and catch, and we're going to do it with numbers. We're going to use the balls a lot more later on, but today it's been a long day already, and we're just going to cut it short. So, guys, we're going to just drop and catch with 2 hands. So that's 1, and just like that, okay? Try and drop and catch it, and we're going to drop it as many times as I say. Okay, you guys ready?
Yeah.
Don't throw the ball. Only drop it and catch it. Drop it and catch it, okay? So, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay? Listen carefully. Yellow, take away purple. How many times was that? Once, okay, but I heard some people drop them more than once, okay? Yeah, are you guys ready?
Yeah.
I want you to drop it purple, take away red. Good, okay. So, the problem is I think our ball dropping, not our counting. So, okay, here we go. Let's try again. Okay?
Practice makes perfect.
I want you to drop it orange, take away black. How many times was that? What's orange? 3 times. Very good. Okay, I think we're going to stop there. It's been a really good day. You guys worked very hard, and we did lots of things about numbers today. So good job, and we'll see you guys next week, okay?